I met her at work. She was charming, bright, and the kind of person you just click with right away. We'd grab lunch together, have drinks after hours, laugh till we forgot what we were laughing about. She wasn't just a colleague, she felt like a sister. I even told my parents about her. She told hers about me too. We started dreaming about meeting each other's families one day. But then she vanished. No warning.
No goodbyes.
She stopped coming to work. No calls.
No texts.
Nothing. I was worried, terrified even. I asked around at work, got others to try and contact her. Still silence. 6 months later, she suddenly reached out. Out of nowhere. She acted like everything was normal. Brushed off my questions about where she'd been. Instead, she invited me to her birthday party. A chance to finally meet her family. But there was one thing she said that chilled me. The party starts at 9 sharp. Don't come early. Don't come late. Come exactly on time. It sounded strange, controlling, even ominous. But I didn't question it too much. On the night of the party, I showed up a few minutes early. And that's when everything began to unravel. The door blew open on its own, a strong, cold wind pushing it wide. She came out, smiling, and hugged me like nothing had changed. But inside, the house was dark and silent. Not the kind of place you'd expect a birthday party. Am I too early?
I asked.
She smiled.
No.
You're right on time. Everyone's been waiting for you. There they were, seated at a long candlelit table, men and women dressed in royal robes, like kings and queens from a forgotten kingdom. Their eyes were fixed on me. She guided me to a seat. The food was served. Then her father, sitting at the head of the table, let out a deep, animalistic roar before picking up his fork. And then they all did the same. The entire room filled with guttural roars, like beasts pretending to be human. I froze. What's going on? I whispered to her. But before she could answer, a woman across the table stood up and locked eyes with me. Her pupils narrowed. Her skin started to shift. Then,
fangs.
Horns.
Claws.
She climbed the wall like a spider, hanging above me, her body bending in unnatural ways. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. I was paralyzed. And then they all began to change. Right in front of my eyes, their faces melted and twisted into monstrous forms. Creatures. Demons. Beasts from nightmares. All staring at me. I cried. I begged inside my own mind. And that's when the woman on the wall lunged toward me. Before she could strike, a tight red cloth fell from above, wrapping around my body like a serpent. I heard her father's voice thunder through the hall. You are the one we have waited for. Your time is next. I couldn't breathe, couldn't speak. I felt like I was being claimed. But suddenly, a voice inside me whispered,
Pray, now. So I did.
In my mind, over and over, I begged for protection. I asked God to forgive me, to save me, and then darkness. I woke up in my bed. No red cloth.
No monsters.
Just me shaking and gasping for air. I thought it was a dream until a voice screamed in my head. If you ever speak of what you saw, you will die. I shot up, drenched in sweat. My mother ran in, confused. How did you get here? She asked. Weren't you just at the party? I told her everything. The next day, she took me to a spiritual doctor. After hearing my story, his face went pale. She and her family, he said, were marine spirits. You were chosen to be initiated, but you broke the chain with prayer. He gave me leaves to boil and bathe in for 3 days, to cleanse myself, to protect me. Days passed. I never heard from her again, until word came that she had died. They said she failed her mission, so they took her life. Now, I tell you this not to scare you for the fun of it, but to warn you. Sometimes the people closest to us wear masks we can't see. That friend you laugh with could be hiding something much darker. Be careful who you trust. Be prayerful. Be vigilant. What happened to me could happen to anyone. This is not just a story. This was real, and I still see those eyes in my nightmares.